Welcome back to another edition of Rise in Progress. We have a more serious one to talk about today, Scott. Given the recent spate of mass shootings in the United States, this issue has really been pushed to the forefront of the national and state level conversations. Action was finally taken on the national level. Scott, can you tell us a little about that?
Yeah, absolutely. So on June 25th, a bipartisan piece of legislation was passed called the Safer Communities Act, which would appropriate over $350 million to support community violence intervention initiatives and also subject juveniles to the criminal background check registry. It would also close what's called the boyfriend loophole, which would prohibit individuals who have been convicted of misdemeanor domestic violence charges. They would not be able to purchase a firearm for 5 years. Kate, could you tell us a little bit about what's going on here in Michigan with gun violence?
Well, here in Michigan, the House of Representatives formed the School Safety Task Force in November of last year. They have spent the subsequent months gathering information and fact-finding, and recently released a package of bills focused largely on supporting student mental health. Notably, none of these bills did have specifically to do with firearms in any way. On the other chamber, Senate Majority Leader Mike Shirkey has publicly committed multiple times to holding a hearing on some gun safety legislation introduced in the Senate. No date has been set for that yet. However, Senator Rosemary Bayer, who is one of the sponsors of several pieces of legislation in the Senate, is very hopeful that the action recently taken on the national level will garner some momentum for these conversations to get more realistic on the state level. Obviously, physicians see up close and personal some of the results of gun violence, Scott. So where is MSMS on all of this?
First and foremost, MSMS views this as a public health issue. Our policy supports initiatives that call for safe handling and accident prevention, as well as funding for research. Kate, can you tell us a little bit more about where you can find more information about our policy?
Yeah, MSMS has adopted many policies, as Scott said, that support gun safety, and our policy manual at the MSMS website can detail all of those for you if you want to learn more.
Well, thank you for joining us again for another episode of Rise in Progress. We hope to see you again soon.